Okay. Yes, I don't know what else to do. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Oh, yeah, I thought very carefully about committing harakiri over it, but I overslept. So I didn't get to it. I didn't get a chance to. No, I really did. I wrote down harakiri because I didn't realize what it was called when I was Googling ways to atone for this shit. Hi, and welcome back. You know what that means? That means I want to caress your breast in Syria and Lebanon, I think. In America, it just means honk. We're a lot simpler. Hi, and welcome to another edition of Say There, Buddy. Suppose you did the thing you'd rather do. What would that thing be? Saturday. Japanese Peso is here. I am your gracious host, Chishi Mofu, a.k.a. Trouble T. And as always, Kus Emek. Alright, before we get to... I think I'm still going to need that later. We get to the question today. We've got a new movie recommendation, and that movie is The Last Thanksgiving. Meet the Brimstons. They're a normal American family. They have normal jobs, live normal lives, except every November they hunt down anybody who doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. When Derry's restaurant stays open for the holiday, the Brimstons begin to terrorize the staff and patrons. Who will survive? And what will be left for dinner? All caps dinner. The Last Thanksgiving. Now on demand. It's not like Thanksgiving. These people are pissed if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving. It's like forcing it on you. Alright, let's get into it. It's great. The Last Thanksgiving. You should check it out. Come super recommended. Would you rather buy the Joker or be Batman? Now this is B.Y. the Joker. I'm going to assume that's be the Joker or be Batman. That's an easy choice. It's the Joker. The Joker has no limitations, no rules, no expectations. Just wake up and create chaos. The Batman, I've always said, I'd rather be the villain than the superhero just because of the responsibilities that the superhero have. All these expectations. It's like, fuck, I can't even get a chance to just chill out. Like if you're the Joker and you don't want to do crime that day, you just don't do it. But if you're the Batman, there's too much celeb, there's too much pressure on you now. Like, you've got to, you can't do it. Like, where's the Batman? If you take a day off, you know, the public turns on you. And then you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. The Joker is just pure chaos, and I like that. Would you rather choose the city you live in or the house you live in? City or house. So you could get so if you had a dope ass house but it was in a bad city, I guess you just put security. As long as you can get all securityed out. I think I would rather I'm going to take house. Because even if you're in a really great city and your house is just dog shit, it just seems like that's counterintuitive. It goes back to that washing the car or cleaning the inside. If you could only choose one, what would you do? I'm like, oh, clean the inside. Because that's where I'm at. Why would I clean the thing that other people are seeing the majority of the time, but I'm not getting to see, and I'm sitting in filth. But on the outside it looks clean. They're like, oh, that's so cool. It's the same thing there. I'd rather have the good house because that's where I'm going to be in. Well, who gives a fuck if I'm in a good city if my house is shit? See that listing? I saw some listing the other day. They were selling some. I think it was San Francisco or California. It was $2 million. And I mean, this thing looked like, I mean, it looked like your great-grandma's, like something that was built, you know, in 1850 or something. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Give me choose house. Would you rather pull off your baby fingernail with pliers? The baby fingernail. I'm assuming that's the pinky. That's the baby finger. Or, what is the thumb then? The touched cousin? The baby finger? Or walk barefoot in bathtub full of drawing pins? See, these questions today, the way this is spelled, drawing pins, but it's P-I-N-S. Is there a different kind of drawing? If we're just talking about like pins that you draw with, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll walk barefoot in a bathtub full of those. If it's like needles, I think I'm going to take the baby fingernail with pliers. That needle thing, man. I can't get past it. And the bottom of your feet too. Nah, I'll do the one rip. You just get in there and you fucking rip it. You can't let the anticipation stop you. That bathtub full of drawing pins seems like several tiny punctures. Maybe some deep punctures. I'll take the baby fingernail with the pliers. Would you rather be buried alive in a coffin or buried to your neck in sand at a nudist beach? I like that those are comparable. You want to go in this coffin and go 6 feet underground, or do you want to have to see just some random dicks and vag and some milkers and some, just, you know, it's never what you want to see. If you ever been to a nudist beach, it's never what you want to see. It's not like fit people walking around, hot people. It's the complete opposite. It's like that thing, that old joke about, what did they say, something about the women that are against abortion, or that Carlin thing that you wouldn't want to fuck in the first place? It's the same thing. Like women that don't, you're never going to have to worry about it. Nudist beach is the same way. The people that you think should be there stay home, and the ones you don't want to see there, they go. But I'm going to take that over being buried in a coffin. At least that's entertaining, you know what I mean? And there's a chance you might get something for the spank bank later. I'm not saying it's going to be like top shelf spank bank material, but every now and then, I don't know, if you're like me, you like to slum it with your jerks sometimes. You're like, oh, let me go look at this thing. You're not really into it, you just kind of want to switch it up. And so it would be kind of like that. I like that. Now just put me in the fucking coffin, man. Please just bury me. Bury me. Bury me alive. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see all those random naked people at the nudist beach. Would you rather be allowed to eat only asparagus flavored ice cream or broccoli cake? Broccoli's good in, both of these are really. They're good in spurts, in moderation. Asparagus flavored ice cream. Nah, because the expectation for ice cream there is only or only. Trying to think. Baskin Robbins had a ketchup ice cream one time. Didn't go well, and I love ketchup, and I don't love either of these things. Broccoli cake or ice cream. I think I like the cake, the broccoli cake, because I feel like the ice cream is going to linger there in your mouth for a while. And I do like broccoli better than asparagus, taste-wise. So I think I'm going to roll with the broccoli. Neither one of those are ideal, but that's the heart of a good would you rather. Give me a broccoli cake. And I don't want to have the ice cream still in there. Oh, would you rather get up one morning and open your dresser drawers and see 100 Black Widow spiders run out? Or see 10 large rats run out and hide under the furniture, behind the drapes, and in the closet? This is the thing about the Black Widow. One of the most deadly spiders, don't inject enough poison necessarily to kill you upon a bite. That's still 100 Black Widow spiders all over the place. And if they did all gang up on you, you'd definitely die. I think I'm going to take the 10 large rats, because usually now that's not good either. But the thing, my logic here is that if 10 rats are running around, they're going to make some noise regardless of where they're at in the room. You're going to be able to hear rats, see rats. 100 Black Widow spiders can sneak up on you. And even if you spend all day getting 50 of them, you're only halfway there. I just feel like the large rats are easier to capture. They're easier to locate. So I'm going to go with that just based off of that. Where are we at? A couple more. Would you rather give up your 3 favorite hobbies? I don't even know if I have 3 hobbies. I'm going to think about what that is real quick. Or lose your sex drive is the other thing. But see, if I lost my sex drive, one of my hobbies would go with it. So you're really, you're really asking, would I rather give up my other 2 favorite hobbies or my 3rd hobby and the sex drive? What are my other 2 hobbies? I'm trying to think what I consider a hobby. Because like music and even this, like I don't really consider that necessarily a hobby. Like it's having fun, but it's not, I don't think it's hobby driven. So probably games and movies. Give up video games, movies, or lose my sex drive. Completely lose it? Yeah, I think I'll take that. Because if I lose my sex drive, that just means I don't want to have sex anymore. And then I'm going to have a lot of free time for these other hobbies, and then I won't even have to worry about it. I won't have to worry about someone saying, you know what dries up my vag? Video games. And I'm like, oh, for real? Well, how's the mouth work? It's still in play? Because I'm going to need these two hands for the game anyway. So the pussy really wasn't on my mind, but if the mouth is still there, I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and lose my sex drive and keep my 3 hobbies. Well, 2 hobbies now, because I don't have the drive to jerk it anymore. Would you rather immerse your naked body in a bathtub of cockroaches or dive headfirst into a pool of chewing tobacco spit? Head first, though. Probably going nostrils. Nah. Naked body in the cockroaches with the lights off. I wouldn't want to see it, but I'll take that over diving into the tobacco spit. Tobacco spit and it goes in your nose and all that other kind of shit. That can make you ill. All right, we are back in a few. We've got our lifestyle segment. We're going to bring attention to some of the people that have lived luxurious lifestyles. I don't tell them without doing this, that's my lifestyle. I don't tell them but I don't even know if you go without the beginning. Ah, yes. Lifestyles of the rich and famous and all their wonder, all their glory. We're going to take a deeper dive into some people that you may or may not have known about, keep their stories alive. Interesting lifestyles, interesting things. Like, for instance, did you know that Israel's Queen Jezebel carefully put on her makeup before committing suicide by throwing herself out a tower window? She didn't want to leave an ugly corpse. Apparently it didn't occur to the queen what would happen to her carefully made up face when she hit the ground. Well, that really wasn't a story, a success story. Okay, well, here's one. What about Yukio Mishima? He was one of Japan's greatest writers. He led his militant followers to take control of a Japanese army base in 1970. He made an impassioned speech to the soldiers where demanding a return to the noble ways of the ancient samurai. Now it turns out that his pleas were scorned and Mishima committed ritual suicide. I guess the bright side here is one follower did cut off his head in the samurai way. This feels like there's a theme taking place here. I thought we were gonna do some uplifting stories about well, here's one. Clara Bandwick. Auntie M in The Wizard of Oz. We all love Clara Bandwick. So good. So good. Well, she decided she was off to see the wizard when she started going blind. She cut her hair. She got her hair done for the occasion, dressed up in the dressing gown and gold blanket, and she laid on the couch with the plastic bag over her head. Her suicide note read, I am now about to make the great adventure. I cannot endure this agonizing pain any longer. It is all over my body. Neither can I face the impending blindness. I pray the Lord my soul to take. Amen. And it is unknown whether at the time she was wearing the ruby slippers. We'll talk about The Omen. They have the new movie, the new First Omen coming out. Here's some fun facts about The Omen. This is good. This is cool. There's a scene in the first one where a goldfish bowl falls to the floor and smashes. However, the goldfish is not real. Richard Donner, the director, refused to kill goldfish for the movie, and instead, dead sardines were painted orange. Now that's a good one. PETA would be proud. Here's some other Omen facts. The new First Omen prequel thing, part 1, now streaming. Here's some more fun facts. The sheer number of ominous events that happened, oh God, to the cast and crew of The Omen is alarming. Gregory Peck's plane was struck by lightning. The director's hotel was bombed. And the dog trainers were attacked by the Rottweilers they were training. Fully MLK on that one. But here's the kicker. The girlfriend of the special effects coordinator who masterminded the decapitation scene, great scene, was actually decapitated. A year later, when she was working on the film A Bridge Too Far. Okay, I think we've done enough damage for today. This has been a glimpse into the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
I don't tell if without juicing, topping this out my lifestyle.
I mean, fuck, I'm glad this isn't like lift you up spiritual Saturday. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, man? That's one of the darkest things I think that we've ever done. I mean, in life. I felt good about it. I'm not saying I'm opposed to it. It wasn't where I thought we were going. Where's some more? Give me the questions. Would you rather kick the dog just once really hard or eat the cat's food for a month? Now, am I eating the... Nah, that cat food is smelly. Especially if it's that soft. You couldn't do it. I'll just kick the dog and act like it was an accident. They forgive you. Like, you can't repeatedly hit an animal, but I'm not saying you should ever kick your dog. I don't think that's a good form of punishment, even if it's something that they've done. But I will say that they'll get over it pretty quick. You know, they bite you, you kick them. There's a little horseplay there. The cat's food for a month isn't comparable. I think that could make you sick. It doesn't smell good. I probably couldn't get it down. And I want to know if I'm eating in place of the cat. Like, is it not eating for a month? So I'm just going to starve my cat. You want to kick your dog or starve your cat? I'm going to kick the dog hard really once. And then we'll go for ice cream or something. Alright, isn't that how it works? Works in all my relationships. Would you rather marry... I'm the one getting kicked. Marry someone really hot, but is a horrid person. Or marry an ugly person who's too nice. So they're too nice. They're nice to a fault. To the point where you're like, fuck this motherfucker. You ever met somebody so nice? It's worse when they're really good looking too. This is like the flip when they're really attractive. And then they're also too nice. Fuck this motherfucker, man. Fuck this piece of shit. I'm going to find something. I'm going to find something. It can't be that perfect. I think I'm going to take, man, a horrid person though. Ugly and too nice. But if they're too nice, that means they're really giving too, right? That's probably like, I mean, you're getting unlimited BJs. No questions asked. And you just lay back and get that. I like nice. I don't like too nice. I like that thing about I'm a good person. I'm not a nice person. Nice gets you manipulated, gets you used. Good doesn't. Good person still has boundaries. If you're too nice, you don't. Man, it's so tough. I know it shouldn't be tough because it's nice versus horrid. But it's too nice versus being horrid. I think I'm still going to take the too nice. Because I do think at the end of the day, because you will, the looks, the attractiveness, the lust portion of it is going to wear off. It's just a fact that it just happens. They said next to every hot woman is a guy that's tired of her bullshit. And everyone is like, this guy's so lucky. He's so lucky. Really? I bet he's not. I bet because she's so hot, it's way more trouble than it's worth. Give me the ugly person who is too nice. Just because long term you don't want to be around horrible people all the time. Because then it turns you into a horrible person. What is that? You're the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. That type of thing. Being around a horrible person makes you think it's okay to be horrible. I've seen some people go down that path. Give me ugly and too nice. Get all those beaches. Would you rather have... That's my only... it was like the scales were there and I put unlimited blowjobs on that side and it fucking... Bing! That was it. That was the winner. Would you rather have a constant burning sensation while sitting or have a constant burning sensation? What is the deal with the spelling on these today? Was this written after the win the other night? I was in a bad way, man. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get drunk tonight. I'm going to stay drunk for half the day the next day. And then I'm going to call it. And I did. It worked perfect. But I woke up, thinking I still went to sleep. Woke up, a couple shots of Fireball, threw some of that fucking Screwball peanut butter. It's not good. I think it's whiskey. You'd think it would. I love peanut butter. I like whiskey. Together, it was just a little too much. But took like half an edible, threw those in. I was vibing that morning. I'm like, this might be the secret. I'm going to try that every morning. 3 shots. And well, I don't know how many shots it was total. There was some Fireball whiskey and then half the edible. And I was like, man, I'm feeling really good. Feeling like a champ. Like, I want to go hop in the car. You know, I was feeling that good. Or, here we go, have a constant burning sensation while sitting. Oh, because the spelling. I'm like, wait, hold on. This has nothing to do with the question. Or burning sensation. So I'm going to assume that's sensation while walking. So if you sit, you're burning. If you walk, you're burning. Just run. That's the solution. Run and lay down. And you can have either one of those. I think I'm going to take sitting. Because you got to walk. You don't have to necessarily sit. You can lay down. There are ways to navigate around sitting. Now, you'd have to work out what the definition of sitting is between the question asker. Is this a sit? Is this a sit? How much of a tilt has to be back before you consider it laying down, right? It can't just be flat. There's got to be some tilt when you're back where you're like, oh, you're laying down now, right? So there's ways around it. Give me constant burning sensation while sitting. Because walking, you have to walk. Well, I was going to say you could run too, but you don't want to run everywhere. Give me the sensation while sitting. Would you rather always be in optimal physical condition, regardless of what you eat and how active you are, or only have to pay 10% of what everyone else pays for things? That's only viable. Like, that's only a good deal when it's some massive thing. That's essentially the tax. Say sales tax is 8.25. Now, we don't have to get into that old cliche thing of, it's a sales tax. Why am I paying it? You're selling it to me, but I'm the purchaser. Why am I paying the sales tax? But I'm saying that to say this 10% off is not a deal. It's not a deal. Not really. Well, it's 10 cents for every dollar. If someone said, hey, this is $1, but give me 90 cents for it. Like, fuck, okay. I mean, that's not a deal. And doesn't matter. It only becomes a deal when you get higher and higher up. So I don't purchase anything regularly where 10% off would be worth it over being in optimal physical condition. Nobody's going to take 10%, bro. I don't even think 20% gets you there. If you could be in optimal physical condition regardless of what you eat or how active you even are, optimal physical condition. Never work out. Never watch your calories. Never do any of that. Or pay 90 cents for something that's $1. Are you fucking kidding me? Don't ever, never send another one like that again. That actually is kind of pissing me off. Physical condition, 10%. If you think 10% is a deal, get stuffed. I'm bringing that back. Would you rather have nipples for fingers at the very end? Or fingers for nipples? You got them long, man. That's too long though, right? Even your pinky would be too big of a nipple. I think I'll take nipples on I don't want it the nub, because that's stupid. It can't be where the first knuckle there is, and it's just nubs of nipples. That doesn't make any sense. You're losing a whole hand essentially there. Nipples on the very end, I wouldn't mind. Because you could just get some stuff and put them on there. And people are like, oh, he's goofy, you got the fake nails. Remember those little monster things with the wiggly arms? And you're like, oh, he's a fun guy. And then you take them off, oh my God. It's just 10 nipples looking right at you. But see, I could work on my nipple play. With my fingers, I work on my nipple play. So I'm going to take nipples for fingers. At the end, though. Now, if it's stub, I might go finger nipple. But as for now, I'm going nipples for fingers. Would you rather be able to go to sleep whenever you want? Can do that now. Or be able to wake up whenever you want? Same thing. Oh, like instantly? You don't have to fall asleep. If I had the power to just make myself fall asleep immediately, I'll definitely take that. Because waking up whenever I want, I don't really see a huge benefit to that. I'm an early riser anyway. Like, I generally, if it's 4, like I've said this before, if it's 4 a.m., sometimes 3:30, I'll watch some TV if I wake up, and I'll let it go to around 4, 4:30. But if it's already past that, I'll jump up, pre-workout, I might hit the gym. I'll get some stuff done, go to the grocery store, do whatever, and then I'll fucking, after 6. And then I'll just lay down another point during the day. I'm generally get up pretty early, so I'm not a sleep-in guy. I'm saying that to say that. I'd rather be able to make myself fall asleep whenever I want. Alright, what do we got? A couple more. Would you rather always orgasm 30 seconds into sex, or only be able to orgasm after 3 hours of continuous sex? I'm going to take that, because 30 seconds into sex, that's just, every time is not fun for anyone. There's just no one that's going to tolerate that every time. You can have that happen, because sometimes it gets just hot and heavy on you, you know. Or if it's been a while, so I say after it's been a while, somebody got to tell the woman, like, I haven't been with anyone in a while. This is probably going to suck. Like, not from, like, you know, if you still want me to punch you and choke you and shit, I can do that. But as far as how long I'm going to last and I'm not comfortable doing that, but as long as I'm going to last, it's going to pop off probably pretty quick. And hey, maybe it won't. I'm just giving you an advance warning. Would you rather have your range of sexual body movement equal to that of a He-Man doll, or speak like Yoda when attracted to someone? What's the He-Man doll? I mean, you're not going to be able to, like, reach in is the thing. You can probably get them about, like, right there. You can still do some things. I think if you speak like Yoda when attracted to someone, 99.9% of the time that's going to unseal the deal for you. That is to say, you're going to blow it. So it doesn't matter how good your Yoda impersonation is. That's just not getting a lot of puss. I will take the range of the He-Man doll. Okay, I think we are done for today. I am your gracious host, Chishibofu, aka Trouble T. And as always, Scoopa to Mama.